Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com, and welcome back to another Squarespace Rapid Fire Critique where I take one of your websites and give it a critiquey McCritiquerson. But before we turn around to do that, if you're looking to build your own website or portfolio online, you can use what I personally use. Go to squarespace.com/fro to get a 14-day free trial, no credit card needed, so you can see how Squarespace can work for you as it works for me. So here we have it. This says Artenmars? Artenmars. Oh, Artenmars. I had to look up in the URL to figure this one out. So let's go to the About page, which is what I like to do first to get a feeling for who the person is so I know how to critique their site. Because I do say that you critique sites differently between professionals and amateurs in terms of just certain things that you point out. So here we have a photo, but we've got arrows going left and right thinking that there are more photos. Now, I do like this photo. I don't like the headroom, but I can't say that the photographer actually is unless this is a self-portrait, but I do like the photo. It's this guy. Let's read what it says. Benev Marty, or Marte. Excuse me for reading it all wrong. I'm a 25-year-old photographer based in Boston, Massachusetts. I specialize in fashion and commercial photography. My other photography work consists of events, automotive, and much more. I started doing photography in 2012 with film and gradually switched into digital equipment, Nikon D800 24-72.8 and a 50 1.8. We've got an Instagram over here, though we do have the buttons down here along with the Facebook and the email. All images on the website used with permission from the models. Okay, good to know. Excuse me as I sniff my nose. So here's what I'll point out to you right now. I wouldn't put in there I've been shooting since 2012. I don't think that's an important thing for people to know that, oh, great, you've been shooting this long. In some cases, when you get to 15, 20 years, it's like, yeah, I've been doing this for 20 years. But on the other hand, your work should speak for itself. Because if your work is really good, then people are less likely to be like, oh, how long have you been doing this? And if you don't have the work to show, then they're going to want to know, how long have you been doing this? I also see no need in putting what gear you shoot with on your site. That does not matter, in my opinion, to the client. The client's not going to be like, oh, let me rephrase that. Sometimes people go, what camera do you have, and all of that stuff, and you have to explain why that doesn't matter and all that BS. But in this case, I wouldn't list what I use. It doesn't matter. If they ask you, you can tell them. I use all high-end professional camera. It's the professional stuff that's built to last, built to work, to make sure that it's working on the day of your job. I use the best glass that's out there available, so on and so forth. Placate people, tell them what they want to hear, and move on. I usually argue with them, but that's me. I suggest not arguing with them, but I wouldn't list that on the site. So let's get to the actual photo portions of this. We'll go to the portfolio. We have a portfolio. Fashion shots. I like this is a Squarespace site. It's a really simple design, really effective. The images look great on here. So we see a lot of fashion, high fashion, commercial, whatever you call this stuff. And it looks fine. But I've reached the end. Didn't he talk about doing automotive and what was the other thing? We got automotive. My other photography work consists of events, automotive, and much more. Well, where's the much more? Where's the automotive? What are you going for? If you're just going for the fashion and the commercial work, then just show the fashion and the commercial work. If you'd like to do automotive and events, then you need to show that in the portfolio, and it's super easy to create another set. Let me show you how that's done. So here we are on the back end of my personal Squarespace at jaredpolin.com. Yes, it does say enter me and takes me right to here, but let's go to pages. Here you can see on the left-hand side all of the different galleries that I have. If you want to create another personal photo story, there's an add page right here. I would go ahead and click on gallery, and then I could name it, literally call it whatever. Then we go into it. It's really simple to add photos. You would just drag and drop here. I didn't really get too many photos ready, so I'll just grab onto this one, which is a thumbnail that I personally used for the Photo News Fix. So I uploaded it, and now it's already there. and it's already populated it to the size that if I go ahead and, shrink the site, you see how it's all shrinking and changing and doing all the different things that it needs it to do? Well, that's what Squarespace lets you do. So I'm going to go back here. I don't need this. I'm going to delete it, and it's gone. But that shows you how quickly you can make your own galleries. So I suggest that you add the galleries here for the things that you mentioned, the automotive and the events and the more. And then you would just simply have the drop down right here, and it would be simple. So we've got booking. Okay, so booking. This is for emails. Send a collaboration, other. So name, email address, message. That's perfectly fine. That's simple. Didn't put pricing here. I don't like pricing going on the sites. I've said that before. And then we've got something interesting, tutorials. Oh. Orangutan style tutorial. Orangutan color correction tutorial. Frequency separation tutorial. I'm all for people. Wow, look at that thumbnail. Let's go and listen to this real quick.
Hi, how's it going on, everybody? My name is Benny.
Benny.
I go by Art and Mars on Instagram.
Art and Mars.
You can check out my page as well as my YouTube channel. This is the first video that I will be doing, which is more urban.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there because we're not going to watch all that. You guys can go watch it yourself. Straight up suggestions, microphone. I know this isn't a critique of the website. It's more of your video, but a microphone is what you need to get. So if you're going to be making these videos on YouTube, which I highly recommend everybody does because you never know what's going to work, then go ahead and get a microphone. Microphones are important to sound good. What else do we have here? Let's go over to his Instagram real quick. Go ahead and hit the follow, McFollowerson. He's got almost 7,000 followers, which is great. And you can see a lot more work, stuff that's not on the website. I don't know why some of these photos aren't on the website. It makes me think, I like that. There's a lot of great stuff here. We need to see more galleries on the site. This is I like what's going on here because they all follow the similar theme and it looks good. So, excuse my sniffling again. And that's kind of it. That's where I'm going to turn around now and tell you, I like the site. I like how simple it is, but I would like to see more images. The Instagram had more images than was on the site, which is backwards. It's not backwards, but you should be able to have multiple galleries on the site showcasing the type of work that you want. And that's pretty much it, guys. So if you want to build a Squarespace website, I just showed you how simple it is to add another gallery in a matter of seconds when you have the photos actually exported. So if you want to do that, go to squarespace.com/fro and use the code FRO at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. That code helps me. That's my affiliate link. It also helps you to save 10%. And that's it, guys. If you'd like to submit your websites for critique, go to bit.ly/FroCritiques to submit your website. That's it. Jared Polin, FroKnowsPhoto.com. See ya.